Are you having a hard time figuring out what wholesaling tools that you need in your wholesaling business? If so, this video is for you because I'll be going over all the tools that I use in my business, and I'll be going over the tools that you'll need to get started today. Let's get into it. So now the first tool that I use in my wholesaling business that I feel is very, very important is PropStream. PropStream is number one on my list because that's how I pull my data. It gives you 10,000 records every month at the beginning of your billing cycle, and you can go into whatever market that you want to go in. So you can use PropStream as a virtual wholesaling tool to go into virtual markets. You can also skip trace inside of PropStream. I don't skip trace inside of PropStream unless it's just a last resort type situation where I just need phone numbers. Then I use them. You can find cash buyers. So after you go through the hassle of putting the property under contract and it's time to get it sold, you can pull cash buyers in that particular area and see if they will be interested in the property that you put under contract. And like I said before, this tool is very important because if you're going virtual, you can pull data in any virtual market that you're looking to go in. It is $99 per month, but if you use my link below, you will get a 7-day free trial. And after the free trial, instead of paying $99 a month, you'll pay $97 per month. But I'm pretty sure after you start using the tool, you see how important it is in your wholesaling business, and you definitely will hold on to it. Now, the second tool that I use that's very important in my business is REI Shift. I use REI Shift because I have over 100,000 records. And whenever you do pull data out of PropStream or whatever data provider you have, you definitely want to check your data to see if it's already skip trace. So whenever I pull my data out of PropStream and I import it into REI Shift, I'm checking for duplicates. I'm going to be checking to see if I already tried to reach out to some of the sellers on the list. I'm going to see if the sellers may have multiple levels of motivation, so you can stack your data inside of there and see if that particular record shows up on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different lists, because that means those are the sellers that you want to talk to the most. And the most important part of REI Shift is, let's say if you skip trace in 2 different platforms and you haven't got phone numbers for the sellers, those are the sellers that you really want to try to get in contact with because nobody is talking to them. Also, if you upload your data inside of REI Shift and you see that you got 100 of those 2,000 records that's not clean, that means 9 times out of 10, if you're just pulling it out of your data provider and you skip tracing it, you're getting wrong phone numbers for those records because the data is incomplete. You want to go in there, look at each individual record one by one. You want to fix the record so when you skip trace it, you'll be getting the correct phone numbers. And like I said, those are mainly sellers that a lot of people are not talking to. Now, they have 3 different plans that you can choose from. I know they used to give a 7-day free trial. I don't know if they do it now, but the first plan is $49 per month, and it gives you a cap of, I believe, 25,000 records. Now, with the $149 per month plan, which that's the one that I have, you can upload 10,000 records every single month, and you pretty much will be able to have unlimited records that you can import into the system. Now, they also have a $299 per month plan, which, I mean, I don't really know if you need that or not. I don't even need it at this point, but you are allowed to upload 25,000 records every single month. Those are the different plans you can have. You can easily start off with the $49 plan and then work your way up as you continue to get more data. Feel free to check REI Shift out using my link below. Now, if you're enjoying the content so far, please just hit the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell, and YouTube will see that this video is valuable and they'll push it out to a larger audience so we can continue to grow the channel. Also, leave me a comment down below. Let me know, are you using any of the softwares that I'm mentioning right now? And if so, how is it helping you in your business? Now let's get back into the video. Now, the third tool that I use that is also important in my business, and you absolutely need this, is batch skip tracing. So after I export my data out of PropStream and I import it into REI Shift and I separate the clean and incomplete records, the clean records I import it into batch skip tracing and I skip trace the data. Now, they definitely changed up the pricing recently, and it's 15 cents per record. And the more records that you skip trace, the cheaper the skip tracing will be. But batch skip tracing has given me the best data so far. You can find cheaper skip tracing services, but 9 times out of 10, you're not getting the best data that's available to you. You're probably getting outdated phone numbers and email addresses that sellers don't use anymore. And with batch skip tracing, you paying this premium price because they're giving you the most recent data that they can actually find. This is what I use to skip trace my data. I recommend you give them a shot. And like I said, don't cheap out on skip tracing because it will cost you in the long run. And you don't want to be that person that has spreadsheets full of wrong phone numbers because you wanted to spend 8 cents on skip tracing services. Now, these next couple of tools that I'm going to mention is very, very important because this is how I market to my data, and it also allows you to reach a large amount of sellers in a short amount of time at a low cost. So the fourth tool that I want to mention to you is REI Reply. REI Reply allows you to send text messages, it allows you to send ringless voicemails, it allows you to use email marketing, it allows you to actually cold call. They have a built-in dollar now that you can use. You can build websites on REI Reply. You can do a lot using REI Reply for only $49 per month. Now, I only use REI Reply for ringless voicemails and text messages. I cold call in another platform. But with the ringless voicemail and text messages, it's only 0.0075 cents per text, and it's 0.0085 cents for every ringless voicemail that you send. Most platforms is going to charge you around 3 to 5 cents per text messages. So if you only spending 0.0075 cents, you can send almost 10,000 text messages for less than $100. So imagine how many amount of sellers you can reach with $200, $300, $400. Now they recently just added a spin text tool, which I just added to my REI Reply account. And what I'm doing now, I'm just going through and mixing it up a little bit because of course, if they're sending it out to everybody, a lot of people are just going to use what's inside of the spin text workflow at the moment. You got to go in there and mix everything up and put your own twist to it so that whenever you do send your messages out, you don't look the same as everyone else. And that's how you avoid your messages being marked as spam or being filtered out. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just going through tweaking the messages in order to make my spin text workflow look unique. I'll make a video on REI Reply at a later date going over the spin text workflow. But as of right now, this is definitely a software that you want to use because it's very cheap. It's only $49 per month. And it's also cheap to send the messages. So feel free to check it out. Now, the fifth tool that I use in my real estate wholesaling business is Call Tools. Call Tools is a multi-line dialer. You can dial up to 10 sellers at once, which I really don't recommend you doing that. But if you decide that you don't want to use a dialer that's in REI Reply, feel free to use Call Tools. And I use it because whenever you do have virtual assistants, it's a lot more features available. If you see that one of your virtual assistants is struggling on the call, you can whisper to your virtual assistants. Or if you just want a platform that just focuses strictly on cold calling, this will be the platform to use. I have this particular platform connected to my REI Shift to where whenever I need to send over records, all I gotta do is hit a button in REI Shift and it sends the records over to my bucket. And then I have my bucket attached to the live filters, and my live filters filter in the records to my campaigns. So it's a seamless process. And I see a lot of people complain about their numbers being marked as spam. I have so many numbers in Call Tools to where I have a group of numbers that I use for a couple of days while I let older numbers rest for a while, and I rotate those numbers back in, and the numbers that I was recently using, I let those rest for a little while, and I just keep that rotation going, and then I add new numbers as I go. So you have to spend money whenever it comes down to phone numbers in order to keep your phone numbers from being marked as spam. It's gonna happen regardless, but if you do what I just said, you have a better chance of your numbers not being marked as spam. Now, Call Tools is $99 per month, and of course, you got to pay for each individual phone number. But if you want to check Call Tools out, definitely feel free to use my link below and get the dialing. Now, if you are looking to virtually wholesale, definitely feel free to check out my video here because it'll be going into details on some of the same tools that I mentioned here and how you can actually get this done. And leave a comment down below on that video. Let me know what you think about it and some more other videos that you would like for me to make as well. Now, the last and most important tool that you need whenever you wholesale in real estate is a CRM. Now, you have a lot of people that just market to data, and if they don't get the lead locked up right then and there, they just throw the lead to the side and they don't follow up with the lead. They don't ever contact them ever again. And guess what? I was that person in the beginning. And I was wondering why it took me 2 years to get my first deal. That was the reason why. Because when I went back and I checked those records that I spoke with in the past, someone else already came in, put the property under contract and got the property sold. So just because the seller said they're not interested in selling at this point in time, circumstances always change. So you definitely want to put not interested leads in a follow-up campaign. You want to put the leads that you make offers on, you want to put those leads into a CRM to where you can follow up with them on a consistent base. Now, the way that you can do that, you can use Podio. You can use the free version of Podio just to store your leads in. Or you can get someone to build you a custom Podio where you can actually send messages out of that Podio. And another option you have, if you have REI Reply, you can just separate your leads that you made offers on and you can just follow up with them. Now, if you have REI Reply and you don't have the money to get a custom Podio built out, but if you just want to use the free version to store your leads in, you can build a workflow in REI Reply that's strictly for sellers that you made offers on, and it'll continue to follow up with them every single day or every week or once a month until they are ready to actually sell. And you can do that for the meantime, but eventually you will want to separate your leads that you made offers on so you won't confuse yourself whenever you have everything in one platform. Now, you can also use CRM services that charge you a monthly fee. There's a lot of them out there. You can definitely feel free to check them out as well too. But when you first starting out and you don't have that many leads, it really doesn't make sense for you to have a CRM that you paying $150 per month for when you don't have that many leads. Use the free version first, use the setup in REI Reply, and then once you start generating a whole bunch of leads, then that's when I'll say, okay, that $150 a month is worth it, or getting that custom built Podio is worth it. 80% of your deals are gonna come from follow-up. So definitely looking to get a CRM set up for your wholesaling business. So those are the 6 tools that I use in my wholesaling business every single day. And for the people that are just starting out, you absolutely need PropStream, you need REI Reply, you need Bat Skip Tracer, and you need your free Podio setup. That is pretty much all you need to get started with wholesaling. And I know you see my process of how I work things, but if you don't have a whole lot of records in the beginning, REI Shift is not really what you need. But as time goes on and you get a whole lot of records, then you may be looking to add that. Or if you want to separate your cold calling, then you can add on call tools if that's something that you want to do. But if you're on a budget and you just want to get started, use those tools and you get your first deal in no time. Hit the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell, and I'll see you next time.